Yo, what's happening? What it is the one, the only, but what do I know boxing, man? Back at it with another one, bro. I wanted to touch on something that I actually didn't even touch on my video yesterday. Y'all gotta go check that out. My video yesterday on the situation with Jaime Munguia and Jermall Charlo. But the fact is, it's saying that the talks collapsed due to fight over U.S. broadcast rights. But here's my thing, though. My issue with that is Jermall Charlo is the A side. He's the champion. So if they're funding the fight, if they sent the offer to Jaime Munguia, then what is the problem? They sent the offer to Jaime Munguia. Jermall is the A side. He's the champion. Why is there an issue with the broadcast? It should be on Showtime show, rightfully so. Especially if they're funding it. So I'm not understanding what the problem with the broadcast is, bro. It says talks to match middleweight champion Jermall Charlo against Mexican star Jaime Munguia in July have collapsed. It was supposed to be in June or July, but nevertheless have collapsed over the U.S. broadcast platform, sources told ESPN. Charlo, who is aligned with Al Haymon's PBC, and Munguia, who's promoted by Oscar De La Hoya Golden Boy Promotion, agreed on financial terms for each boxer. Sources said that the broadcast rights became a sticking point in an increasingly fractured sport. So I'm not understanding how in the world this could even become a problem or an issue, man. Once again, what leverage does Jaime Munguia have to if they're not even funding the fight? If Jaime Munguia is not even the champion, he's the challenger in this situation. Jermall is the A side. I'm not understanding why it's a problem with the broadcast. And once again, man, it kind of just makes me feel like De La Hoya does not want to put Jaime Munguia. It's just, I don't know, man. And I don't blame Jaime Munguia. I think Jaime Munguia wants to fight. Obviously, the fighters agreed to the fight. But at the same time, it's like, bro, De La Hoya is kind of like how I feel with Tank and Leonard Ellaby and Floyd Mayweather. I don't think Tank Davis is afraid of any of these dudes. I think Tank Davis washes a lot of these dudes. I think he beats a lot of these dudes. But I just think that Floyd Mayweather and Linda Ellaby are like holding him back. And I also heard that Tank is getting very irritated by it. It says PBC offered Golden Boy the TV rights in Mexico and the UK where DAZN is popular. However, Golden Boy officials did not respond by a noon deadline Friday to close the deal, the sources said. So once again, this is De La Hoya's side. The proposal deal included a rematch clause per sources that guaranteed Charlo the option to secure an immediate return bout if he lost. DAZN would own the sole broadcast rights to the Charlo Munguia too. So meaning that if Charlo was to lose to Munguia, as long as Charlo is going to be guaranteed an immediate rematch, DAZN will be able to host it should Jaime Munguia be victorious against Jermall Charlo. De La Hoya recently came out and says finalizing Charlo versus Munguia is a top priority. So I remember he came out and tweeted that or whatnot, but you know, it's Golden Boy remains committed to our partners DAZN, understands the magnitude of this fight and is willing and able to collaborate with Showtime to get this deal done. I hope Showtime is on board. No, nigga, we hope you are on board, bro. Like, man, that's what I'm saying, man. Come on, bro. So, with talks broken off, WBC has ordered Tuesday purse bid for a middleweight title eliminator between Munguia and Carlos Adams. I don't think Munguia would take that fight. That would be a good fight for Munguia, though, should he not fight Charlo. If he fights Carlos Adams, who just came off of a good victory over Sergey Derevchenko. If Munguia wins, he'll become the mandatory title challenger to Charlo. But why go through that when you can just fight Charlo right now? That's what's irritating me, bro. Why go through all that, having to fight a dangerous opponent in Carlos Adams, who I think could actually beat Jaime Munguia, especially off of what I saw in his fight with Sergey Derevchenko. Why go through him when you can just go straight to the title and get a big payday? And Showtime is talking about putting it on pay-per-view. Showtime's talking about putting it on pay-per-view, so it's like, why go through why not just go straight to the fight? It's just like his fight with Demetrius Andrade. It's like he wanted to fight all these other guys and just instead of fighting Demetrius Andrade, Jaime Munguia, he didn't want to fight Demetrius Andrade for the WBO title, and he was Demetrius Andrade's mandatory. It's just, man, I don't like the way they move at Jaime Munguia. I really don't, bro. It's irritating. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense financially or legacy-wise. It just does not make any sense. Now here we have, as I was saying earlier, the what De La Hoya is saying, finalizing Charlo versus Munguia is a top priority. Golden Boy remains committed to our partner, The Zone understands the magnitude of this fight and is willing to be able to collaborate with Show Sports, which is Showtime, to get this done. I hope Showtime is on board, but once again, we hope you are on board. It's rare for championship level boxers to compete on different platforms, but it does happen occasionally. PBC Sean Porter challenged Terrence Crawford for a welterweight title on ESPN pay-per-view in June 2019. PBC's Andy Ruiz challenged Anthony Joshua for the heavyweight title on The Zone. It happens. I mean, obviously, even with Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury being aligned with ESPN, Deontay Wilder, of course, being with Al Heyman and Showtime or Fox. Actually, I think it was Fox. They collab, so it's definitely possible. But my thing is, bro, let's like make it happen, bro. It's these fighters need each other, bro, and I'm putting more of the blame on De La Hoya, man, because it's like, once again, bro, Jermall Charlo is the champion. They sent the offer to Jaime Munguia, which means they're paying for the fight. Showtime's paying for the fight, so why is it at a disagreement? I understand The Zone is Golden Boy is aligned with The Zone, but at the same time, bro, this is an opportunity for your fighter to actually fight a top level guy and become a world champion. Why are they preventing this dude, man? It's time to let Jaime Munguia fly. It's time to push him off the nest and let him fly, bro. I'm tired of this, bro. The dude has 39 fights, bro. I don't want to hear we trying to build him slow, man. What you want him to have 80 fights before he fights somebody of worthy, bro? Like, come on, man. So that's just my thing on it, bro. His last fight was against it was against Gabe Rosado in like November or something like that. No, I'm sorry, Demetrius Ballard. His last fight was against Demetrius Ballard, a dude that was 21-0 with just 2 knockouts, and before that it was Gabe Rosado. So you know what I'm saying? Like this is just. I don't like the way they're building Jaime Munguia, and I actually was a fan of Jaime Munguia before Golden Boy moved to The Zone. Jaime Munguia was on the path to become something big. He was fighting like 5 times a year on HBO, and they moved to The Zone, and Jaime Munguia just got quiet and started flying under the radar. And I always kind of notice how it's like, dude, when is Jaime Munguia gonna step up? Everybody wants to call out these guys, these PBC fighters or these black fighters or whatever, and say they need to fight. They need to fight all these big names. It's time for Jaime Munguia, Zordo Ramirez. Let's get these guys to step up and fight some big names as well. I know Zordo Ramirez wants Canelo. I doubt that he gets it though. But drop a comment, hit the subscribe button, let me know what you think. But what do I know?